Okay, so the strum, how this goes is going to be, all we're going to do is downstrokes. And this looks like I was just playing through it real quick. This version is going to be, it looks like it's going to be 2 strokes per chord, except all the way at the end. And when we get to when we get there, I'll let you know where that is. But it looks like 2 downstrokes per chord. And on the second stroke, you're going to accent it a little bit. Okay. But let's not do that first. Let's do the intro, just 2 strums per chord like this. I'll show you an example. So 1, 2, that's C, and then diminish twice. 1, 2, F twice, and G7 twice. Okay, try it again. C twice, diminish twice, F twice, or D minor, and then G7. So here's how it sounds, and then we'll do it together. C, diminish, F, G7. C, diminish, F or D minor, G7. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. C twice, diminish twice, F twice, G7. C, diminish, F, G7. Again, C, diminished, F, G7. And then one more time, C, diminished, 1, 2, F, 1, 2, G7. So 2 strums per chord. Now, if you want to make it a little bit enhanced a little bit, like we learned last week, we learned how to remember how to mute with our free fingers. So on the second strum, you're gonna mute with your finger, or however you can do it. So say you're playing the C, 1, 2, mute, 1, 2, 1, 2, mute, 1, 2, you mute right away. And it's just like a tap. So you're just tapping. So when I strum, just a tap. And it kind of stops the strings from vibrating. Okay? 1, 2, tap. And right when you strum, it's just a millisecond of a tap. And you let it ring just for a short millisecond, and then you tap it, lightly tap it right away. Okay? So on the second strum, you tap it. If you lose your place, it's okay. Just go back to playing the basic until you find your place again, where you can tap, or if you want, you can play it a little bit louder. Anything you do, as long as you're enhancing the second beat. So even if you're not muting and you're just playing like C, even if you're playing it just a little bit louder than the other, 1, 2, 1, 2, even just a little bit louder, anything you can do on that second beat to enhance it, go ahead and do it. That'll give it a little bit of effect. This song is a little jazzy, a little bit jazzy. So whatever you can do to enhance that second beat, whether it's a mute or if you're playing it just a little bit louder. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You got a friend in me, 1, 2. I'm just strumming it harder. Okay? We'll try play through it a bit slowly, and then at the end we're gonna do an ending that I think will sound pretty cool. So remember, we're going to do the intro. We'll do the intro twice around. Okay. So like this. 1, 2, 2, and then one more time around. F, G7, and then we'll start on the C. You got a friend in me. Okay. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Ready. Go. C twice. Diminished twice. F twice. G7 twice. Again. C twice. Diminished twice. F. G7. Let's sing. You got a friend in me. C7, F. You got a friend in me. C7, F. When the road looks rough ahead, you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed. Just remember what the old pal said. You've got a friend in me. Yeah, you've got a friend in me. And then we'll do the, okay, here's where we'll stop. So that part right there in the parentheses at the end, we'll do the intro again, one time around. So it's just, I guess we'll make it as a transition to that. Or let's just make it easier. Instead of doing that in the, yeah, let's make it easier. Instead of doing that part in the parentheses, we'll just do a G7. So that last line at the end where it says C7 in the parentheses, C7, F, F sharp diminish, C, G7. Let's just do a G7 there. So it'll be 2 strum, just a regular 2 beat on the G7. Let's try it from the D7 at the last line of the first verse. And let's just play the D7, 1, 2, and I'll just start singing and let you guys know. 1, 2, ready, go. You got a G7 friend in C, A7, D7. You've got a friend in me, C, G7, verse 2, C. You've got a friend in me, F. You've got a friend in me, F. You've got troubles, well, I got them too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. We stick together, we see it through. 'Cause you got a friend in me. Yeah, you've got a friend in me. G7, back to C, third verse. And as the years go by, C7, F, friendship will never die. You're gonna see some destiny. Okay, so that F, they held out for a little bit longer. So F is held out for 4 beats this time. That's the only part in the song on this sheet where it's held out for 4 beats instead of the 2. You're gonna see it's our destiny. And destiny is just one strum per chord. So if it goes to F, you're gonna see it's our C, Dest, E7, the A minor, knee. And then there's a little bit of a pause. And then it goes back into the regular rhythm. Okay, let's try it again from the third verse. And let's just strum C. And then I'll start singing. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go, C. And as the years go by, C7, F, friendship will never die. F, you're gonna see it's our C, destiny. And then D7, you've got a friend in me. So that's the third verse. So for the ending, the last time says, you got a friend in me, right? It ends like that. And then there's a whole bunch of things in those parentheses. Instead of that, let's repeat the last line. We're going to repeat the last line. You've got a friend in me. Okay, we're going to repeat that. But we're going to start off with the A7 for 2 counts. And then this is where it gets different. We're going to do D7 for 4 counts because we're going to hold it out. You got a friend. And then G7 for 4 counts. Friend, okay, in me. Okay. And I'll show you another ending. Okay. So you've got a friend in me. You D7 4 times. You got a friend. G 4 times. G7. Friend 2, 3, 4 in me. This is where we're going to do something different. It'll sound like this. You 2, 3 got a friend. 1, 2, 3, 4 in me. I'll just show you and then you guys can try it, okay? So you've got a friend in me. So you're gonna do C, pause. So C, pause, and then you're gonna do that diminished chord. Strum it once, pause. Yeah, so C, C, pause. You can tap too if you want. C, pause, diminish, pause. Okay, and then here's where we get tricky. It's gonna be like half of a B flat. So take your first finger on the bottom 2 strings on the 1st fret, okay, and then you're gonna put your middle finger up 1 string on the 2nd fret, okay. So those 3 strings, that's it. You're not gonna go any more fingers. So it'll be like that, okay. So just those, and from there you're gonna play 3 frets. So you're gonna play this one. You're gonna go to the right 1 fret. It's like you're going right, and then 1 more time to the 3rd fret. So the beginning again of that ending is C, pause, diminished, pause, and then we're gonna do that walk up. Da, 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 da. And if you can't do the diminish it, or you don't want to, like instead of doing the diminish, you can do the C twice. So C, pause, C, pause, and then do the walk. Da, 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 da. So you can do it that way too. C, pause, walk on up. So I'll play for you that last verse. You can play along. I'll play for you that last verse, and so you can hear how it sounds. 2, ready, go. And as the years go by, C7, F, friendship will never see die. C7, F, you're gonna see it's our destiny. D7, you've got a friend in me. A7, D7, you've got a friend in me. And then the last time, A7, D7, 4 counts. You got a G7 friend, 2, 3, in me. C, C, pause. 1, 2, 3. You wanna try it again? All right. So C. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. And G7 years go by. C7, F, friendship will never die. C7, F, you're you're gonna see it's our destiny. Yeah, D7, you've got a friend in C. A7, yeah, you got a friend in me. A7, 1, 2, D for shoe. 4, you got a friend. G7 for 4 counts in me. C, pause, C, pause. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's try it. 1, 2, ready, go. C, diminished, F, G7, C, diminished, F, G7. First one, you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. F, when the road looks E7, rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed. F, you just remember what your old pal said. You've got a friend in me. A7, yeah, you've got a friend in me. Go to G7 twice. C, you've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. F, you've got troubles. Well, E7, bottom 2. F, there isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. We stick together and we see it through. 'Cause you've got a friend in me. A7, yeah, you've got a friend in me. G7, verse 3, C. And as the years go by, our friendship will never die. F, you're gonna see it's our C, destiny. Oh, you've got a friend in me. A7, yeah, you've got a friend in me. A7 and D7, you got a friend. G7 in me. C, pause, C, pause. 1, 2, 3.